In today's video, I'm going to give you the 3 biggest challenges newbie woodworking business owners face and how to overcome them. Let's dive in. All right, welcome back to the channel, and as always, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm your host, Zach Vaught. If you do not know, I started my woodworking business in my garage in 2017, had no idea what I was doing, scaled that woodworking business to over $70,000 per month in revenue in 2023 with a team, with a showroom, with a shop, and I want to teach you how to do the exact same thing on this channel. I want to give you actual business principles beyond just woodworking skills that is going to help you grow a business. And so I want to talk to you in today's video about the big 3 challenges that new woodworking business owners face. And so this is the same for everybody if you're new, if you're trying to figure this out, and how to overcome those. Okay, so number 1, the first big challenge that everybody faces when they first start their woodworking business is that they're building a bunch of random stuff. So you're a woodworker, right? So woodworkers can basically build anything. They can do trim carpentry. They can do floating shelves. They can do mud rooms. You can take that skill set and you can apply it to thousands of different products and ideas. And that's what everybody does when they tend to start, is they say, I just need to make money, so I'll take whatever jobs I can get, which is exactly how I started. It's how pretty much everybody starts. And that's okay, but you can't stay there forever. And let me tell you why. Because what happens when you're constantly doing random jobs, number 1, you've never done it before, so you don't know how to accurately quote it, which means that most of the time you underbid it because you think it's going to take you 20 hours and it takes you 30 hours. You think it's going to cost you $500 in materials and it costs you $750 in materials. You think you're going to be able to knock it out in one attempt and you mess something up and go have to buy more materials and redo it and spend more time, right? And so what we want to do is get away from this mindset of, well, I'm just going to be kind of a catch-all woodworker, and you want to niche down into a product line. Offer one type of product, whether that be cabinetry, whether that be hall trees, whether that be, accent walls like the wall behind me, whether that be furniture, whatever that is, you want to be able to say, this is what I do. This is what I'm good at. Well, Zach, if I do that, then I'm not going to get all these other clients. I'm not going to make enough money. That's what we all think. But the truth is that you actually are going to make more money by niching down and being a specialist with one thing, because you're going to develop a reputation and a name around being really good at that thing, and everyone's going to know to come to you. One of the most powerful things that I saw as I started to grow my woodworking business is that we were specifically a table business. That's what we did. And so there was a Facebook group, and anytime anybody would post, hey, looking for a custom dining table, I would have 40 comments of people tagging our page on that post. That's super powerful because everybody in the community knew they're the people that you want to go talk to if you want a really nice custom dining table. That's what you want. And that actually allows you to charge more money for your products because, hey, this is what we do. We're really good at this, as opposed to, yeah, I can throw it together for you. You don't want that mentality or that approach within your first 3 to 6 months inside of your woodworking business. You want to be able to say that you're a specialist, and you want to be a specialist in things that are profitable. So don't become a specialist in wooden spoons. They can buy a wooden spoon on Amazon. That's stupid. Don't do that, right? Become a specialist in something that actually has tangible value, that people are willing to pay a lot of money for custom work, okay? But you don't want to build random things because you're going to be constantly underbidding jobs and underestimating labor hours, and you're never going to become a specialist, okay? Number 2, this is the second biggest challenge that new woodworkers face, and this is the same story over and 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 over. Every day, I'm on a phone call with a woodworker that's interested in checking out our program or learning more about what we do. Almost every single woodworker that I talk to, 99.9% of them, this is a problem. And that is that they do not give out enough quotes. They do not have enough conversations with enough people and give out enough quotes to land enough sales to actually hit their financial goals. Same problem that everybody has, because most woodworkers do not have a marketing strategy to get in front of and stay in front of people that they're trying to attract to their business. Their marketing strategy is just to post every once in a while on their page and hope that their previous customers or their friends tell people about them. You cannot scale or grow a business based on word of mouth and referral based business. It's very difficult to know when you're going to get a referral. You might get 3 this month and none next month. You might get none the month after, right? So you want to have control over getting in front of more leads and more customers. The problem is that nobody knows who you are. You start out and only your friends and family know who you are. You're going to feel really successful as you're selling all of your friends and family. Man, I've got all this work going on. But eventually, you're going to run out of friends and family, and you're going to have to start selling to the general public. You're going to have to start selling to what I call cold leads, people that don't know who you are. And so that is when you actually have a legitimate business. When your business can sell to cold leads, you have a legitimate business at that point, okay? So what you have to have is a marketing strategy so that you can get more people through your door. You can give out more quotes, because at the end of the day, selling is a numbers game. If you talk to 10 people, you want to close 2 to 3. If you're selling to what I call warm leads, which are word of mouth and referral based leads, you're going to have a higher closing percentage because they're going to come to you and there's going to be an element of trust already established because they know somebody that you know and you know somebody that they know, whatever that might be. But when you start selling to cold audiences, that closing rate is going to drop dramatically. So if you can close 2 out of 10 or 1 out of 10 even that you talk to, you're going to be doing good for yourself. But you got to get out a lot more quotes and a lot more conversations. And so I like to say it like this: most people just don't get enough chances at home plate to hit a home run. When you only get to swing a couple times a month, you only give out 2 to 3 quotes a month. It's very difficult to hit home runs. You need to be giving out 10 to 15 to 20 quotes a month, and you're going to start seeing your revenue increase dramatically. Okay, so that's number 2, is you need to be giving out more quotes, and you do that by having an established marketing system that brings you leads all the time. Every single day you want to be getting new leads and be giving out new quotes. If you need help with this, you need to check out the Woodworking Business Accelerator program. This is one of the most important things that we do inside of that program, is we bring you new leads and bring you opportunities to sell and train you on how to sell effectively when you're talking to these leads, so that you're closing the highest percentage of them as possible. Now, the last thing, the third big challenge that everybody faces when they first start their woodworking business is that they start their woodworking business and they keep treating it like it's a hobby. We all do this to some extent. Very few people start their business and immediately put on their business hat. And I was guilty of this too. I started my woodworking business, and if I got a sale, for example, I would get 1 sale a month maybe, or maybe 2 sales a month. And what I would do is, instead of getting busy as soon as I got the sale and getting it done, they'd give me a deposit and I'd go, oh man, it sure is nice to have that deposit. And I would kind of kick back and chill out for a week or 2. And then I would realize, oh man, I need to get this thing done. And then I'd scramble around and rush to get it done. And I did not have the discipline of a business owner yet. And when you're a business owner and you see your business as a business, you understand this concept called speed to money. Speed to money means that I'm trying to get from point A, which is me without money, to point B, which is me with money, as quickly as possible. So this applies to sales conversations. This applies to giving out quotes. This applies to getting things done so that you can get second half payments when you deliver or they pick up that product. So what happens is that people start a business, they continue to treat it as a hobby, and then they're always in a cash flow bind because they're not getting stuff done. That is so important, is that you get stuff done at an accelerated rate so that you can get it out the door and collect cash for it. Imagine if you could get a project done every single day, you'd be collecting a ton of cash, right? So we talk a lot and focus a lot on sales and acquisition, getting clients on the front end, but we don't spend as much time talking about getting stuff done in an efficient and effective manner so that you can collect more cash on the back end, and it's just as important. So these are the big 3 challenges. Number 1, you're building random things. You don't niche down. You don't become known for anything. Number 2 is that you're not giving out enough quotes. Simply put, you don't have enough volume of new leads coming into your business. And then number 3 is that you're treating it like a hobby and not a business. And so if this is you, let me know in the comments. If you're guilty of any of these things, let me know in the comments. I was guilty of all these things, but I would love to connect with you in the comments below. And if you are trying to get past this and you're really trying to scale and grow your woodworking business, you're needing some help, be sure to check out the Woodworking Business Accelerator program. We're currently working with almost 50 guys inside of that program all across North America, and they are getting good results. They are scaling, they are growing, they are learning to sell, and they are closing deals day after day, week after week inside of that program. So be sure to check that out. And then just the last thing is, if you're looking for some free counsel, some more free wisdom, you can do 2 things for me. Number 1 is subscribe to this channel. I really do believe that this is the best woodworking business channel that you're going to find on YouTube, where we're talking about actual business principles. And then number 2 is be sure to download the Handmade Business Secrets ebook. It's the first link in the description below. That's a completely free book that I've written. It's about 100 pages long, where I walk you through my actual step-by-step journey from starting up, not knowing what I was doing, to actually building a $70,000 per month woodworking business. And so that's going to be totally free to you and super helpful for you on your journey. So with that being said, guys, as always, I love and appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.